Hi, I'm Berfin and this is Ask Turkish. Today's topic is ikilemeler. Ikilemeler are basically units that are made of two words and that we use in Turkish to talk about a topic, an object, a concept, a sounds, or anything really. So why do we use two words? Well, there are two reasons. First one being, if I want to emphasize the meaning, I use them. And the second reason is when I want to make it sound better to the ear, basically. But these ikilemeler, they tend to sound pretty funny to Turkish learners, so I think this is going to be a fun video. These units that we call ikilemeler, they can be made of different components, and so let's categorize them together. Okay, our first category is going to be the units that are made of duplication of the same word. So as an example, we can say bol bol. And I know it sounds funny. Bol bol means plenty of something. So if I wanted to use it in a sentence, I could say bol bol elmaya. That means eat lots of apples, or like eat plenty of apples. Let's go on with our second category. So this is when these units are made of either words with the same meaning or words with similar meanings. As an example, we can say ses seda. It means a sound, basically, but we use it in negative sentences, or we make it negative in our sentence. So if I had to use it in an example sentence, I would say kimseden ses seda çıkmıyor. So that means no one is making any sound. And our third category is one meaningful and one made-up word. So it could be tek tük, and tek tük means rarely or hardly any. So if I wanted to use it in an example sentence, I would say markette tek tük insan var. And that means there are hardly any people in the supermarket. So we talked about one made up and one meaningful word, but there's also two made up words that you can use to make up one meaningful unit. So for example, I could say zırt pırt. And I know it sounds funny. I cannot say it without laughing. But zırt pırt means often. It's more like too often. It has a negative connotation. So if I say ben çalışırken zırt pırt arama, don't call me when I'm working. Stop calling me when I'm working. So our fifth category is when these units are made of antonyms. So for example, bata çıka. It means, with a struggle. If I were to translate it word by word, I would say something like sinking and getting out of it, and sinking and getting out of it, bata çıka. And for an example sentence, I could say yağmurda bata çıka ilerledik. And that means we proceeded in the rain despite the struggle. Our last category for today is when these units are made of onomatopoeias, and that is basically a fancy word for when we try to imitate a sound and make it into a word. So I feel like this is the category that you can hear the most ridiculous and funniest sounding words, if I say so myself. So our example for this one is fokur fokur. And basically this is the sound the water makes, or a liquid makes, when it boils. So it's a boiling sound. And for an example sentence, I could say Su fokur fokur kaynıyor. And that means the water is boiling with a boiling sound, basically. As you can see, we are using these to either emphasize the words or the meaning, or we use them to make it sound good to the ear. So that is it for today. And if you know any funny sounding Turkish ikileme, or like if you have a favorite one, please share it in the comments down below. And if you have any questions, you can also share that in the comment section. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you in another one.